Hi everybody, this is Crystal with Penn Mutual, and I'm here to talk about improving your financial future with an overview. We're going to go over planning for the future, protection, wealth accumulation, retirement planning, estate planning, and business planning. Now, as you know, the healthcare industry has seen many changes over the last several years and continues to evolve. We can see symptoms of ongoing change in the healthcare community include new legislation, the loss of autonomy, declining incomes, and coupled with increased liabilities. So while you may have less control over some aspects, one area that you can take control is planning for a more secure financial future for yourself. There's no question that the earlier you start planning and saving for the future, the better prepared you will be to reach your goals. Those with a formal plan tend to save 3 times as much as those without any plan at all. However, as a medical professional, you have more challenges and complexities to overcome than the average person. This includes a shorter overall earning period than most people, which results from the length of time spent on education and training. And those in the healthcare field also tend to begin their careers with much greater debt, coupled with an initial lower starting salary. This often leads to a later start on saving for retirement and can consequently miss out on the benefits of compound interest. However, just as starting early is critical, so is the need to work with a financial professional. Look to a financial professional with experience in developing strategies customized to the needs of those in the healthcare field. This can help you better navigate through the choices and challenges of an increasingly complex financial environment. Some of the values of working with an expert include being able to identify your current situation, determine your financial objectives, understand what options are available to you, develop the plan, and most importantly, implement that plan in order to meet your unique needs and goals. Now, additionally, you want to look for someone who's transparent with you, who collaborates with you, and is consistent and timely with their information. Let's look at protection. This is for those who depend on you as well as yourself. Your income is often your most important asset. You spent years honing your skills and investing in your education. Now, you can't predict what the future holds, but having life, disability, and long-term care insurance in place can protect you from whatever may happen in life. Let's look at savings. 40% of Americans have absolutely no savings. Emergency savings play a role in your protection plan. An emergency fund helps you tackle unexpected financial needs without having to take on an additional debt. You want to start early and save often. Many experts suggest setting aside at least 6 months of living expenses in case of an emergency. This amount depends on whether you're married or have children, carry outstanding debt, and the amount of your insurance coverage. But you still want to find a balance between paying down your debt and saving. Your financial professional can assist you with plans, tools, and products to help you get where you want to be. Next, let's look at life insurance. 30% of people have absolutely no life insurance. You might have some coverage through work, but often it isn't enough, and overall, 30% of households have no life insurance at all. Life insurance helps create a complete financial plan by strengthening the other components. It provides benefits throughout life and delivers an enduring impact to future generations. It can also serve to provide critical death benefits to help guarantee a safety net to protect your family, your business, and your wealth. Term insurance is like renting an apartment, whereas permanent insurance is like owning a home. One myth is that life insurance is death protection only. All you need is term insurance. The reality is that life insurance provides protection and possibilities. Permanent life insurance builds cash value for emergencies, college funding, retirement income, and other living needs. You can supplement permanent insurance with term insurance. Now, many people focus on the fact that term insurance is the least expensive form of life insurance. While the initial cost of term is typically lower, over time, term can actually be more expensive since the cost goes up with age, and once the initial period ends, there's no additional value. As life evolves, so do your personal and family's financial needs. Make sure your life insurance grows with you. Combine your term insurance with permanent insurance for protection and possibilities. Here's a few tips for financial planning. Make life insurance your first and center in your financial plan, and don't see it as another product that you need to buy. Review and upgrade your insurance at key events like having a child, buying a home, changing jobs. Do not assume that your family's needs stay the same as your life changes. You want to review it annually. Next, we're going to look at disability insurance as a form of protection. It helps replace lost wages should an accident, sickness, or injury prevent you from working. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, nearly 1 in 5 Americans are classified as disabled. And even if your practice or hospital provides group disability, it's important to be aware of the specifics, as benefits may be limited and the policy most likely ends if you leave that employer. As a medical professional, disability insurance is a key component of your financial plan, as your income is typically your most important asset. Life insurance can be used to supplement disability insurance by accessing the cash value or adding a disability waiver to cover premiums and maintain protection. Long-term care insurance is another way of protecting your income, and it helps offset the cost of a nursing home or in-care home assistance if you became unable to care for yourself. However, long-term care insurance can be a smart choice since 2/3 of Americans over the age of 65 need those services at some point. And when 21% of people who enter nursing home need care for 5 years or more, and the average age of nursing homes cost care is $80,000 per year, it can be a financially devastating event for most families. You can strengthen your long-term care plan with life insurance. Access the cash value or add a chronic illness rider to help contain costs and ensure independence. We've gone over the 4 areas of protection: emergency savings, life insurance, disability insurance, and long-term care insurance. Next, let's look at wealth accumulation. To meet your future goals, it's important to start early and save consistently. However, that sounds like great advice, but as a medical professional with a large amount of debt, the immediate focus is often to repay outstanding loans rather than save for the future. That's why it's important to develop a financial plan that consists of smart budgeting and makes the most of your income. The value of consistent savings. Regardless of your outstanding loans, saving even a small amount every month will make a big difference later, since interest grows over time. Here's the benefit of asset allocation. You're going to want to diversify your investments that can help protect you against the unexpected. It also helps you enable long-term objectives with adding flexibility. Asset allocation effectively manages risk by spreading your assets across several different types of accounts. However, true diversification is not just about having different investments. It's also about understanding the tax treatment, how you're going to access the cash and liquidity, as well as giving you flexibility with your different investments. As you put your plan together, it's important to understand how much you're willing to risk, what your long-term accumulation strategies are, and having a commitment to seeing your strategy through. Next, let's look at retirement planning. Now, retirement often seems far off, but it's important to prepare now. Because medical professionals spend approximately 40,000 hours in order to become a physician, the short employment time frame along with a large debt obligation often puts you at a disadvantage with your retirement plan, especially when coupled with the many other challenges in saving for retirement. For instance, Social Security benefits typically replace only 10 to 20% of the salaries of highly compensated medical professionals. Additionally, if you have a pension, it makes up only 19% of household retirement income sources, and it continues to decline as a source of income retirement. Now, many medical professionals face a potential income shortfall at retirement, known as the retirement income gap. It further increases the need for you to start saving early in order to have time and compound interest on your side. Now, one reason for this income gap can be attributed to the maximum monthly Social Security benefit. It replaces a smaller amount of income for higher earners. It's important to save in automated retirement investment vehicles, including IRAs, Roth IRAs, 401ks, and 403b plans, stocks and bonds, and fixed and variable annuities, SEPs, which are simplified employer pensions, and permanent life insurance. However, even with that, physicians nearing retirement are on track to replace only 56% of their income. How much would you need to save monthly in order to retire at age 65 with $1 million? Well, if you started at age 30, you'd have to save about $700 a month, assuming a 7% annual interest rate. If you waited until age 40, you'd have to double that and save about $1,400 a month. And if you started at age 50, you'd have to save about $3,400 a month in order to reach your goal of having $1 million by age 65. Next, let's talk about estate planning. Estate planning is not just for the very wealthy, but it helps ensure your assets are used during your lifetime the way that you want and transferred following your death as you would like. Planning can also minimize the impact of income taxes, wealth transfer taxes, and accomplish non-tax planning objectives. Estate planning is also important for medical professionals who have individual practices or are part of a group practice and have a significant amount of business assets. You want to delineate who is going to inherit your assets at your death as well as during your lifetime, should something happen to you. Have you considered who will receive your estate and what your estate is currently worth? If you have a business, do you know what your buy-sell agreement is? And is it funded? Do you know what your business interest is worth? And when has a recent evaluation been done? Estate planning can create a financial plan that addresses both estate planning and retirement needs and can help ensure that you don't outlive assets and enjoy your retirement while still having enough left to pass on to family and charitable causes. Here are some common real estate planning tools: wills, trusts, charitable giving, life insurance, and buy-sell agreements. Let's go over business planning. Business owners are often too busy managing day-to-day activities to adequately plan. Many medical professionals are also business owners who are busy running a thriving practice. However, between seeing patients, managing staff, and never-ending paperwork, it's easy to put off critical long-term planning that could help you in your practice. Before you know it, you're 5 or 10 years down the road with key financial planning still unaddressed. Working together with a financial professional, you can address the following. What would happen to your business if you suddenly weren't there? What would happen if you became disabled or decided to retire? Can your practice run smoothly without you? Would your patients stay, or is there a reason they're patients in the first place? If your practice factors into your retirement plans, you need to consider unique challenges, like ensuring you have a reliable income stream, and if necessary, a buyer for your practice. Succession planning is important in case of disability, divorce, or death. What would happen if any of those events occurred? Retirement planning is all about what kind of income you're going to have when you retire, and if you need to, a buyer for your practice. Estate planning is imperative for medical professionals who are also business owners or who have net worth tied to their practice. Key employee planning is important to recognize and reward those critical employees who you want to keep. Taking the right steps now can help you from losing those critical employees in the future and gives you the freedom to grow your practice. Now, even with that said, 2% of small business owners don't even know what their business is worth. However, knowing your business's worth is important for many different reasons. To know the value for retirement, properly protecting, creating a trust or estate plan, and many other things. Here's a sample of a business valuation report that our company can provide for you complimentary. It includes many different aspects, including the return on equity, cash to debt over time, the exponential business value, and the philosophy behind BizEquity, the valuation system. The smartest move you can make is to simply start planning. With the help of your financial professional, you can develop a solid business plan, one that rewards and retains key employees, plans for an orderly succession of your business, and diversifies assets so you don't have a disproportionate amount invested in the practice. Whether you're planning the financial future for your business or yourself, our proprietary software, LEAP, which is the Lifetime Economic Acceleration Process, will move your plans to become a reality. There's 3 simple steps to move forward. First, scroll to the bottom of the page and fill in the form to request your complimentary access. Fill out the survey and I'll review your information and we'll create an account for you. I'll send you an email link with instructions on how to access your LEAP account. Once you log in, you'll find a questionnaire that will guide you through a series of easy questions and will take about 10 minutes to fill out. Once completed, it will give you a financial snapshot of your current position. Click on the bottom of the page